Tonight's game is a presentation of B92.7 FM Sports.
Breckenridge Cowboys football is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by Action Realty, Breckenridge Public Schools, Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery, Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, and the Wilkin Drink and Eatery. Now here's KBMW's Turner Blofus.
And welcome to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company, and we're ready for some Cowboy football. We're just starting up the pregame show, obviously, so we've got about a half hour until we get to the kickoff. So starting off, I wanted to let all of you fantastic listeners know about what kind of a game we got set for. We got a couple teams with only one win so far between the two of them so far early on in the year, though. Breckenridge 0-3 coming into this game looking for their first victory. And then Pine River-Backus coming off their first victory, a nail-biter. I'll run through their scores for you because their first two games of the year were not so pretty. They played Upsala-Swanville area in the opener. 69-14 was the final score there in the season opener, like I said. And they moved on to face Section 6A foe New York Mills, who bested them 38-0. So tough couple games there to start off the year for the Tigers. But they bounced back with a big win over Wadena Deer Creek 13-12. So that nail-biter win got them in the win column. And for those who, don't mind comparing games, I know a lot of people say you shouldn't compare games, but I will say Wadena beat Pillager, who Breckenridge lost to last week. So definitely a tough uphill battle if you're going to compare games. Like I said, but you never know. Any given Friday, you know what I mean? Pelican Rapids is who Breckenridge opened up the season against. 28-14 road loss, and Breckenridge hung with a very a tough Pelican Rapids squad. Someone they thought was probably going to be one of the better teams they faced this year. Followed it up with a heartbreaking overtime loss to Staples Motley. They didn't get the 2-point conversion. I'm sure all you fans, all you listeners remember that night. That was a fun game. You can't just focus on the ending of it. It was a fun game to watch, and hope you guys enjoyed tuning in. Hope you guys are going to enjoy tonight's game too. Pillager, so the lost two last week, 39-16 on the road. A big second quarter really helped Pillager take control of the game. They outscored the Cowboys 27-0 in that quarter after Breckenridge took a 7-6 lead into the second quarter, and then Pine River-Backus. Oh, no, Pillager. Yeah, I'm getting the P's mixed up. And then they play Parker's Prairie next week. Oh, boy, I'm going to be all messed up here getting all these team names wrong. But anyways, a team, that is going to be obviously a tough task. Like I said, they're big up front and got a very athletic quarterback. I talked with head coach Carson Yagi before the game, and that was something that they were going to be looking to, especially after, the fits that Pillager's quarterback gave them last week. That's something they're going to have to shore up. But a different style of play compared to the, kind of the read option approach that they faced last week. But we shall see for ourselves. We're going to take a quick break on this pregame show. Come back with an interview with head coach Carson Yagi. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge
ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. And I'm joined by head coach Carson Yagi. And how's it going today, Cars?
It's going good. How are you, Turner?
Hey, not bad at all. Obviously, it's football season, so it's hard to be in a bad mood in football season.
Dang right.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, Coach. And what are you guys going to be doing tonight? You know, you got a tough squad coming to town with Pine River-Backus coming off their first win over Wadena Deer Creek last week. And what can we expect to see from Pine River when they come to town tonight?
You know, Pine River, they're going to be a very run-heavy team, and when they're going to throw it, they're going to look to throw it deep. That's for sure. Their quarterback is an absolute dude. He runs hard, and I mean, he's going to turn around and hit you just as hard on defense. He's kind of their main player. They got a couple receiver threats on the outside that are taller that like to go up to catch the football, and you know, they're gonna try to test our interior guys if we're gonna be physical or not.
Gotcha. And I know the dual threat quarterbacks. You know, that's definitely something you don't want to deal with after last week. I know that was a tough playmaker to try to slow down in Pillager. What are some adjustments you guys have made defensively to try to slow him down?
You know, I think it comes down to just doing what our kids do well, and we got kids who they love to go, and I think we've done a little bit of almost overcoaching to where we've taken away their playmaker abilities. And, you know, on the defensive side, we just want our kids to go out and play hard. We feel in the past couple of weeks we might have overdone it, probably tried to force the kids to be more toward our style than what they excel at. And, you know, that's something that we're trying to rewrite the script on this week, and we'll see how it turns out.
And got to be happy to get back on the home field once again. And I know you guys you had kind of a heartbreaker that you lost on the in the home opener, but you know, it's still, you get a little bit of a jump being in front of the home crowd, I'm sure.
You know, there's not many better places to play, or I should say there's no better place to play than Cowboy Field, that's for sure.
Awesome. And a little bit about, you know, from last week, how are you guys holding up injury-wise from last week? I know Bailey suffered a bit of an injury, and you guys were hoping to get him back pretty soon.
Bailey's, right now, he's kind of questionable, seeing how he feels and stuff. Very tough kid, and he's going to be a kid who we're going to struggle to hold out of the game with his demeanor and how much he cares, and what he does for us on the offense and defensive side of the football. Mm-hmm. Other than that, we're sitting pretty good injury-wise right now. Nothing too major, so I'm going to have to go knock on wood.
All right. What did you think of, you know, both of your backups came in and made some plays for the QBs. You know, Trey Vogelbacher did a nice job, you know, coming in and holding down the fort for Bailey. And then you got Riley Kappas busting off that run at the end of the game as well.
You know what? I can't say enough about all the good things they did coming in. Trey came down and led us on a really good drive coming out of the second half when it would have been very easy to fall over, and led us all the way down to the 1 yard line. And unfortunately, we weren't able to punch that one in, but was very proud in just the way he responded, being put into that position, and showed how much he prepares and what he can possibly do if called upon. And then, no, it was great to see for Riley Kappas. God, I mean, being a freshman, and he's a kid we think is going to be an unbelievable football player. He came in right away, and he showed us how good he could possibly be. He's a dude, and he's one of those kids who, from day one, he's been one of the hardest workers and listens to everything. And it was great to see him kind of get rewarded when he got a chance.
Gotcha. And any adjustments, or maybe I know you said you're going to try to get to what the players want to, kind of be more comfortable with. Are there going to be any major shifts to what you guys do with your offensive philosophy?
Offensively, we're going to try to run the football. We're really going to hammer down that, we're going to win this game up front and really challenging our offensive line and tight ends to respond after last week, a very physical team, and struggling to run the football to a certain extent. And whether it was mental errors or just physically being beat, we got to dig a little deeper, and we got to go. I mean, this is Cowboy football. Just because we're in the shotgun doesn't mean we're not ready to run it down your throat.
It's got to be tough for you, former quarterback. You don't want to be running the ball more, I'm sure. But I'm sure a lot of the running backs are going to be kept happy then.
Yeah, hope to keep them busy this week, that's for sure.
All righty. Anything else like that?
Nope, thanks for having me, Turner.
All right, appreciate your time, and good luck tonight.
Perfect, thanks. Go Cowboys.
And we'll return to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show after this quick break.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bloff is here with your Power Poll ranking, brought to you by Ottertail Power Company, on for conservation. And the Section 6A standings at the top of Section 6A, who Breckenridge plays next week. Parker's Prairie outscoring their foes 36-4 right now so far, 3 games into the season. West Central area is second with a 2-1 record, and then it's below 500 the rest of the way here in Week 4. Lake Park Audubon with a 1-2 record, as is Pine River-Backus. So we're seeing Pine River-Backus, the 4 seed in Section 6A tonight. New York Mills with a 1-2 record. They beat up on Pine River-Backus. Those other 2 games they must have played must have been some tough competition. Brandon Evansville Ashby, they 1-2 record in the 6th spot. Walker Hackensack Akeley in the 7th spot, and then Breckenridge at this point in the season 0-3 has them as the 8th spot in Section 6A. So can only go up from here. That is a look at your Power Poll ranking brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company. Once again, on for conservation. Now it will jump into your injury report. It's brought to you by CHI St. Francis. And, head coach Carson Yegi kind of said, Bailey Evans was kind of questionable in this one. We're going to be seeing him on offense tonight. But, Jackson Riggs seems to not be playing in this game. So he must have suffered an injury between now and the time we chatted. So as I see him in street clothes on the sidelines, so that'll be a big loss for the Cowboys. And I'm not 100% sure the other ones. I think the other ones were kind of holdovers, some JV guys. So nothing that's going to impact too much possibly. But that's a look at your injury report brought to you by CHI St. Francis. Obviously the big one being Bailey Evans. We'll be seeing him at quarterback tonight. Now on to your keys to the game brought to you by Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. And I'm going to loop back to Bailey Evans once again. I know it seems like I'm rotating this whole thing around him, but he really is that important to this team. And I'm going to say the key to the game for the Breckenridge offense is limiting those big shots on the QB. Try to use him. I know that's part of his game. He likes to get out and run and get a lot of yards, and he's possibly the best rusher on this squad at times. But I think he's just got to limit as many hits as possible, which I know it's a tall order. He gets the ball on every play, so it's kind of tough to limit him taking shots. But maybe a few less designed runs, to kind of save him a little bit, let him get healed up a little bit, even though he's playing in this game. So that's a look for the offensive key to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors. Now for the defensive one, it's going to be containing the quarterback, because that was the kind of the deal breaker for them last week, and why they weren't successful in that game was the Pillager quarterback just looked like he was an All-American. Busting off long run after long run. He had 3 touchdowns. He had the first 3 touchdowns for his squad, and they were all from over 20 yards out. So slowing down the QB, making sure they get the keys on him good, not falling for those handoffs. That's going to be the big thing for the Breckenridge defense. If you ask me, at least, well, what do I know, obviously? Let's look at your keys to the game. Brought to you by Smith Motors. Once again, small town friendly, big town deals. We'll take another quick break on the Wilkin Drink Eatery pregame show, and then come back with your starting lineups, which I know you guys are very excited to hear about. Brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley. You're listening to the Wilkin Drink Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved, and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Gear up for fall with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Avoid unexpected engine problems by getting your vehicle checked over with their free multi-point inspection and free battery testing. Now is a great time to have your engine coolant and fluid levels checked before the cold sets in. Smith Motors is your trusted Chevrolet GMC dealership in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Located at 101 11th Street North in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wapaton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that Mom and Dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for Mom and Dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com.
And welcome back to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery pregame show. Once again, a tradition of good taste and company. Turner Bluff is here as we are a little under 10 minutes away from the opening kick. And you know what I forgot to mention when I came on the first couple times? It's homecoming night too. Oh, I can't believe I forgot that. It was the big homecoming game today. And, I have a good excuse, though, because head coach Chad Fredrickson had all of us train when we played to block out homecoming week, pretend it's not even going on. Apparently, that's something I'm still doing now that I'm 30. But happy homecoming to all the Breckenridge students, and, it should be a fun homecoming game. Now, for your starting lineups, as promised, we'll start off with the Pine River-Backus Tigers, who, by the way, won the coin toss and deferred, so Breckenridge will get the ball first. Start off with their quarterback, who is quite the scrambler. Number 20, Chance Abraham. He is a senior on this squad and breaks my cardinal rule of having a number over 19 if you're a quarterback. It just doesn't look right. I don't know. Anyways, number 20, Chance Abraham. And then Brady Rule is the running back, wearing number 25. He's also a senior. Earl Stockman, a junior, rocking number 50 in the fullback position. We'll see if that's a number he's still going to roll with unless they made him change it. They expect him to be catching any passes today. Nevada Ellenfeld, wearing number 40, is a senior wide receiver. Brody Mongan, wearing number 22, is a sophomore wide receiver. Logan Tomensky, wearing number 80, is a freshman tight end. Cole Oberfell starts off the O-line at left tackle, wearing number 71. He's a sophomore on the squad. Junior guard Dalton Myers, wearing number 77. Austin DeGroat, wearing number 64, is the center, and he's a senior on the squad. Another Abraham, Eli Abraham. He wears number 78 and is a junior on this team. Actually has a couple numbers, so he plays multiple positions. Also plays a skill position as well. Doesn't say what it is, though, but he wears 32 as well. On games they don't have him on the O-line. Carson Crawford, wearing number 56. He is a sophomore. So up front, they got a pair of juniors, pair of sophomores, and a senior in the middle, directing all the traffic, making sure everything's going okay. Tomensky will also be playing on defense at defensive end, along with Andrew Volk, who's wearing number 8. He's a sophomore on this squad. Dalton Myers, a junior in the middle, wearing 77. We mentioned him on the offensive line, as did Austin DeGroat and Cole Oberfell. So all three of those linemen going both ways. Chance Abraham, Eli Abraham are in the linebacking core, so they run a 5-2. Free safety is Brady Rule. Nevada Ellenfeld is a strong safety. Brody Mongan playing corner. And Adrian Schrupp, a sophomore corner, wearing number 21 for the Tigers. Let's look at your starting lineups for Pine River-Backus. Now on to the Breckenridge Cowboys. We'll start off with the offense like we like to do. They go like this. Team captain Eli Butts. He's a junior wearing number 56. He's listed at 5'11", 250 at right tackle. Brian Martinez is right next to him wearing number 52. He's a senior wearing number 52, 5'10", 200 pounds, what he's listed at. Henry Sledadall is the center, 5'9", 180-pound center wearing number 53. He's a sophomore, as is Tegan Abel, another sophomore, 5'10", 190-pound left guard wearing number 54. Carter Benson at left tackle, wearing number 50. He is a senior, listed at 6', 190. Caleb Albertson will be getting the start at tight end. Wearing number 4 today. He's a junior, listed at 6'1", 170. So third tight end I think we've seen starting the game. Actually, Cooper Roberts got a couple starts, I think, but we saw Jackson Riggs get some reps at tight end as well. So getting the third tight end in the mix. Love to see it. Dawson Weinbar and Jacob Kunkel are the senior wide receivers. Weinbar is listed at 5'9", 165 pounds. Kunkel is 6'2", 180 pounds. Wearing number 17. Weinbar wears 12. David Erlinson and Paul Armitage are the running backs. Erlinson wearing number 21. He's a sophomore, 5'10", 185 pounds. Paul Armitage is 5'11", 185 pounds. Wearing number 33, he's a junior. And then Bailey Evans, the quarterback, 5'10", 190 pounds. He's a senior wearing number 7 and is a captain on this squad. And we'll not be seeing him on defense today due to that injury, so they're trying to limit his reps on both ways. Weinbar will be going both ways, though, playing corner. Lawson Oliphant, the other corner. Where's number 28? He's a sophomore, 6'1", 165 pounds. Aiden Sanchez, the freshman, getting a start today at free safety, wearing number 2. 6'1", 170 pounds, what he's listed at. The linebacking core consists of Trey Vogelbacher, Kunkel, Armitage, and David Erlinson. Oh, Tucker Schockert as well. 3 of those guys I've already heard about, but I'll tell you about Vogelbacher. He's a junior wearing number 3, also came in at QB last week. 6 foot, 175 pounds, what he's listed at. Schockert wears number 8, listed at 5'9", 165 pounds. He's a senior. Then up front, they have a pair of defensive tackles, the Martinez brothers, wearing number 52 and 58. Alan Martinez wears number 58. But Alan Martinez has got 20 pounds on his twin brother. He's listed at 5'11", 220. And then you got Butts in the middle of that D-line of those 3-man front. Skill positions will be Bailey Evans doing the kicking, Cooper Roberts punting. Jackson Graves Bolte will be the snapper. Dawson Weinbar will handle the holding, and he'll also be a returner along with Paul Armitage and Gabe Armitage. They're happy to get back after a concussion. He'll be wearing number 20. He's a sophomore, listed at 5'10", 165 pounds. So that's a look at your starting lineups, which are once again brought to you by Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, providing superior quality products and services while generating a positive return for their patrons. It's like they're about to announce the Cowboy starters now, which obviously we already ran through. We don't need to do that again. I'm going to run out of breath pretty soon here. Breckenridge once again entering their homecoming game with an 0-3 record, looking for that first dub of the year. Pine River-Backus 1-2 coming into this one, coming off a big gritty win over Wadena Deer Creek, a team Breckenridge will see later on in this season. And once again, the Cowboys did not win the coin toss. That was won by the Tigers. They deferred, so we'll see the Breckenridge offense to start off this game. As they continue to run through these starting lineups, we'll take a quick break before we hop into the national anthem too. So if it ends up being a little bit longer of a break than expected, my apologies. You're listening to the Wilkin Drinking Eatery pregame show on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wapaton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field here in Breckenridge, Minnesota on a beautiful night for football. Feels like football weather. Love this. Breckenridge's annual homecoming game, taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Pine River will be booting this one away as they won the coin toss and elected to defer. And if I am not mistaken, looks like that's Abraham that's going to be handling the kicking duties. And it is.
Gabe and Paul Armitage back deep.
Chance Abraham doing the kicking duties. The Armitage brothers. Back to return. Paul and Gabe. And it's going to get to one of them. Gets scooped up on the left side. Gets a good push from the wall. And that's Gabe Armitage making a very nice return to get the Cowboys some fantastic starting position to start just shy of the 45, it looks like. And that's not something you love to see right away. Tegan Abel got a little banged up on that one. Hopefully he's all right. He was on that wall. Anybody who's familiar with how Breckenridge does their kick returns, they have their four horsemen they like to go by, and then the four horsemen get joined by whatever kick returner doesn't get it booted to. And they form a wall and go out and take names. That's the goal, at least. Breckenridge going to come out in a pistol set to start this off. Haven't seen this yet. Three receivers to the left. They're going to motion David Erlinson in the backfield. Hand off to Paul Armitage. Sheds one tackle and ends up gaining about 5 yards.
Paul Armitage on the carry.
So Armitage getting the first tote of the game.
Eli Abraham in on the stop.
They're going to give Eli Abraham the tackle.
5 for the Cowboys.
Brings up a 2nd and 5 on the opening drive. 11:30 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Bailey Evans out of the pistol. He's got Armitage behind him. David Erlinson, kind of a fullback H-back spot. And hand off to Armitage. He bounces it out to the right. And looking to cut it up now. And he's going to get a nice game, but it's likely coming back. Looks like Caleb Albertson got called for a hold on that one, if I were a betting man. So that'll move him back. A penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Local State Farm agents in Wapton and Breckenridge. It is a holding call. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 15. That Armitage run. That would have probably been a tackle for loss, not for the hold. One of the Tigers causing chaos in the backfield here on homecoming night. They're going to go with the pistol set once again. Trips left. Don't be surprised when they motion Erlinson over, and they do. Erlinson gets motion in the backfield. He's now to the left of Evans with Armitage behind him, and that is blown up in a hurry. Armitage gets devoured in the backfield by number 64, Austin DeGroat. Senior D lineman blowing that one up for a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 17 after that negative 2-yard carry by Armitage. Trying to get him involved as much as possible. Likely going to see our first pass of the game here out of the pistol set. And instead they're going to hand it off to Erlinson on the left side. And he's going to get a gain of about 7 or 8, but still going to have to bring out the punt team here. 8-yard rush for Erlinson makes it a 4th and 9. So after that solid return, Breckenridge is only able to muster a yard, but a penalty, a big reason for that. So Abraham is going to be booting it away. Or not Abraham, Cooper Roberts, my apologies. Abraham will be returning. And that one kind of just got shanked over to the sideline. Out of bounds, it looks like Pine River-Backus will start out with similar field position.
Cooper Roberts on the kick rolls out of bounds at the Tigers.
See where they mark him down.
34 yard line.
34, actually. That was only like 10 yards off on that one. That's pretty good for me early on in the game. After the Roberts punt, Pine River-Backus comes out for their first offensive drive. They're going to run out of the shotgun and go off tackle their quarterback. They basically run him like a Wildcat quarterback, and he gets a couple yards. Multiple Cowboys there to make the stop. Sanchez, one of them. Eli Butts as well. 2 yards for Chance Abraham. Going to be calling him Chance the quarterback all game, not to be confused with Chance the rapper. And if you didn't get that reference, look him up. Chance the rapper, he's a good time. They're going to go with a pistol set, similar to what Breckenridge is running. They're going to go with an off-tackle handoff, and Breckenridge's defense is ready for that one. Looks like that was Martinez in on that one. Might have an injury on the field. Both of the Martinez brothers are in on it. And there is an injured player. That is number 71, the left tackle, Cole Oberfell. Don't want to lose an O-lineman, obviously, but the left tackle, it's a lot of teams traditionally like to have their best lineman over there, but maybe that's not the case in a team that runs it a lot. But Oberfell will get looked at. It's like athletic trainer Jaden Lanou is already on the case, helping him out. Looks like it's an ankle injury, so we're going to tend to that. And as we'll take a quick break for this injury. Your score 0-0 here in the opening minutes. 8:44 remaining in the opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Senex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
We are back at Cowboy Field. Cole Cole Oberfell had to come out of the game. It's like his ankle might have got rolled up in that run play. And that run up the middle got stuffed. So it was a gain of 0 for the running back. I believe that was Brady Rule on the tote. Abraham dropping back for his first pass of the game, zips it out and overthrows his receiver a little too high for number 40, the wide receiver Nevada Ellenfeld. And they're going to bring out the punt return team, so a 3-and-out by Pine River-Backus. Breckenridge was also unable to get a first down, so starting off as a defensive battle. Chance Abraham, Mr. Everything, also be handling the punting duties. Breckenridge looking to send some pressure. It actually almost got blocked. And it's going to get kicked over to outside the left hash, close to the 40-yard line. So Breckenridge will take over on their own 39. We're going to see who the man was that got back there. Applying some pressure on that punter. But having the discipline not to run into them or, clobber them. It looked like that was number 50 for the Cowboys, Carter Benson. So shout out to Benson having more discipline than I probably would have there. They're going to come out once again, the pistol set. One running back to the behind Evans and another one to the right of him. Paul Armitage, the one behind him, runs for 5 yards. So we got some deja vu. It's just like how the last drive started, a 5-yard burst for Armitage. Now Breckenridge is going to have to try not to pick up a penalty and shoot themselves in the foot this drive. Build some momentum on this one. Establish the run game, and if possible, don't run too much with your QB. You got to keep him healthy after a tough injury last week, but he's going to be powering through this week. Armitage gets the rush. Maybe got a yard. Tiger defense was ready for that one, but still got a couple yards. So it's a 3rd and 3. Armitage so far, 10 yards on 4 carries. A couple 5-yard runs, a 2-yard loss, and then a 2-yard gain. David Erlinson has the only other rush for the Cowboys so far. He got 8 yards, so don't be surprised if they get him involved here. And they do. They go with the off-tackle handoff, and he's going to get close to the first down, but he might be just shy. And they're at the 50. So we're going to see if the Cowboys are going to say, we can get this yard. I'm not seeing the punting team getting sent out there, so it looks like they're going to be going for it. After that, Erlinson rush for 2 yards. 4th and a short one. Going out of the pistol. They're going to hand it off to Armitage, and he's going to get that with ease. Actually got to the second level. Hit that hole hard. Love to see that from your junior running back.
Good enough for a Cowboys first down.
Call that a gain of 5.
First and 10 for the Cowboys.
Sure, the Cowboys would be happy to report it if Paul Armitage is getting 5-yard runs here, left and right. And Coach Carson Yagi would be happy about that, I'm sure. 2 receivers split out to the right, 1 to the left, and they're going to go out of the Wildcat. Erlinson and Armitage. This is a play they usually run with Bailey Evans, but like I said, they were trying to limit as many shots as they can get him to take, so they're just going to put their running back there. Have him run some read option or some handoff action out of there with Paul Armitage in the backfield. Love to see it. 3-yard gain for Erlinson. Like to see the creativity. We'll see if we're going to see that again. Nope, this time it is Evans. Armitage lined up behind him. They're going to hand it off on the outside, kind of a little zone read handoff, and Armitage taken down short of the sticks. Looked like kind of a violent rip down. Thought it was going to be maybe a horse collar, but that is not the case. Not that I saw a horse collar or anything. I'm just saying sometimes when a guy falls that way, that's how you think it goes. So another 5-yard carry. Evans. Erlinson to his left. Armitage behind him. Going to hand off to Erlinson. He makes a nice read and cuts it up. It's going to be enough for the first down, it looks like. Cowboys move the sticks. Erlinson took quite a few guys to bring him down there after the 4-yard burst. Erlinson averaging 4 yards a pop so far, 17 yards off 4 carries. Fresh set of downs, 4:55 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys on the Tiger 32. And they'll fake the handoff. We'll see our first pass play of the game. And it is thrown and into the dirt. Looking for Armitage on the flats. We got an incomplete pass for the first pass attempt by either team. Or no, by the Cowboys. My apologies. Forgot that Chance Abraham had an incomplete pass on their first drive too. So these teams pretty... I know it's only the first quarter, but looking similarly evenly matched so far. Coming out in the pistol set once again. Up the middle with Armitage, and he gets a very nice hole to run through. He's just getting to the second level, no problem. Looks like they're going to give him 8 yards on that one. And this is refreshing to see for the Cowboy run game. We have not seen that in the first few weeks. Last few weeks, it's kind of just been, you get a handoff, and all of a sudden you got to shake off one defender and try to get to the next level. Armitage is probably looking around saying, what's going on? Where is everybody? That's what it's like to get to the second level untouched, buddy. Evans hands it off to Erlinson on the right side. Erlinson, ends up breaking the tackle, breaks another tackle. Erlinson going to try to carry a man in the end zone, and he does. Excuse me. David Erlinson taking a couple defenders with him, caught me off guard there. Heck of a run. Looks like that is a 30. I got to double check. Looks like that was a 26-yard touchdown run. I'll give him 26. Heck of a run from Erlinson, and that looked like he just got stuffed, like he ran into the defender. It looked like he was going to get stonewalled there, but he shook off that defender, had another defender bounce off him, and then said, I'm going to take a couple more of you guys for the ride into the end zone. We got a timeout before we kick this extra point. Might be another injury. I see athletic trainer Janie Lanoux out there again. So I'm not 100% sure what is the hold-up here because the Breckenridge squad came over to the sideline now. I think they're saying, no, we don't have an injury timeout. You guys got to get out here and do your thing. So my apologies. Not 100% sure what happened on that one. I'll make sure to get a little clarification if I can. Cowboys trying to make it a 7-0 lead. Bailey Evans booting it away. And the kick is up, and it is good. After that 26-yard touchdown run from David Erlinson. Got a 7-0 score with 3:55 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
31-yard touchdown run. Made sure to get that one corrected during the break. Get the yard markers mixed up, the big lines every now and then. So, 31-yard touchdown run by David Erlinson. He had a big highlight reel run against Staples Motley as well in the second half of that game. That one might have even been more impressive. I think he's okay with calling that the best run of his career. But it is a young career, so he's still got a lot of time to one-up it. He's only a sophomore for this Cowboy squad. Trey Vogelbacher handling the kicking duties. Caleb Albertson has done it in the past couple weeks. Boots it away. Kicks it deep. Scooped up by a Tiger player. He's going to get a nice return out of it. Vogelbacher will take care of the tackle, too. Saying I'm not just a kicker when I come out here to boot away some kickoffs. 7-0 Cowboy lead, 3:49 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Tigers will start off on their own 35. They come out with a pair of receivers to the right, one to the left. Pistol set, running back behind, and a running back to the right of Chance Abraham. He's going to toss it, and it's going to be right at the sticks. They're going to say it was an incomplete pass. Intended receiver was the tight end, Logan Tomensky. 0 for 2 so far in the passing game for Chance Abraham. Minnesota football, you guys know how it is. It's usually pretty leans toward usually running the football for the most part. So don't want to be an air raid team and all of a sudden you get into the late months of the year and you got to try to catch a ball in the blizzard. Coming out of the shotgun, Abraham running to the right and bounces it outside. He's got some room to run. He's going to get the first down and some more. Close to a 15-yard gain on that one. Actually, it was a 15-yard gain for Abraham. His second carry of the game. He had a 2-yard carry on the opening play of their first offensive drive. Tigers come up the line after getting their first down of the game. Pistol set, which for those who don't know, it's a shotgun, but the running back lines up behind. Quarterback under pressure and overthrows his intended receiver. That was, got to check, that was Brian Martinez applying the pressure on that one. So 0 for 3 so far in the pass game for Chance Abraham. Number 20 playing quarterback. Looks like Mike Winchell in the Friday Night Lights movie. That's the only time I make an exception for the quarterback wearing number 20, or otherwise it's weird for me. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right. Fullback to the left of Abraham, and he's got a running back behind him too, but looks like there was a little bit of movement beforehand. Pine River-Backus. Waiting on it. Yep. Illegal procedure. That'll move him back. This penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick once again. Sure they're here for the game? I assume they are. I should know that. Talked to Amanda yesterday. I'm pretty sure she said she was going to be at the game. So that'll set up 2nd and 15, 3:32 remaining. Tigers on their own 45. Trailing Breckenridge 7-0 here on the Cowboys homecoming night. Coming out of the pistol set once again, they go off tackle on the left side. David Erlinson with a nice stick. Driving the rusher back. Making him wish he wasn't running the bar. That was running the ball. That was rule on that carry. Erlinson laying a nice pop. I'll give him a 2-yard gain for that one. Sets up 3rd and long. It's the time Breckenridge's defense is kind of struggled in these situations where they have the big advantage. They've got burned on a couple of these. I know the first couple of games of the year, they had 4th and long and ended up giving up touchdowns. So here with a 3rd and 13, Abraham rolling out to the right, throws it and out of bounds, incomplete pass. Said they were kind of running a flood play on that one. He was looking for the tight end again, Tomensky. So 0 for 4. So if you can get him into passing downs right now, it's going to be kind of the best situation for Breckenridge. Because right now we're not seeing a whole lot of cohesiveness in the passing game. Dawson Weinbar, the lone man back to return. Paul Armitage, kind of halfway between the blockers and the returner. Abraham will be punting it. Chance Abraham awaits the snap, gets it. A little bit of a lower snap, but he puts it away cleanly. And Dawson Weinbar is just going to let it bounce and get scooped up by the Tigers. So Cowboys will take over with 2:39 remaining in this opening quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. They will start on their own 29 on the right hash. Looking to repeat the success of last drive, where they were moving the ball at will on the ground. The potent rushing attack of Paul Armitage and David Erlinson. And one thing I very much like to see, Bailey Evans does not have a rushing attempt yet. We'll see if we keep that going. Armitage is going to get blown up in the backfield. We'll see if he was able to get back to the line. Actually lost a couple. So loss of 2 on the play. Sets up a 2nd and 12 with 2:15 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Breckenridge so far has only thrown 1 pass. It was incomplete, so neither team has completed a pass yet. We're going to go off tackle on the right side with David Erlinson, but a beautiful cutback on the left side. And David Erlinson, with a nice second effort, kind of gets swung forward and dives forward for the first down. Just keeping those legs pumping. Love to see it. 13-yard gain for Erlinson. He's on pace for a fantastic performance. He's already got 61 yards. He's only got 6 carries. I'm not very good at math, but that comes out to 10 yards a carry. Patting myself on the back for getting that one right. And this is kind of a crowded backfield. They got an H-back along with a pair of running backs. They'll hand it off to Armitage, and another nice cutback to the left side. These cutback lanes are just getting eaten up by these Breckenridge running backs. Love to see it. If you coach the offensive line for this squad. Cowboys move the sticks again. That was an 11-yard run by Armitage. Once again, they're going to stick with this formation. Kind of a full house pistol set. Hand it off to Armitage. Once again, they go over to the left side. So the left side of the line is just eating them up. See how many yards you got out of that one? I want to say it was an 8-yard carry. 7 or 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. Armitage, once again, they're just going to keep running this play until it stops working. That'll move the sticks once again.
Earl Stockman in on the tackle. That gain is good enough for another. Cowboys first down.
Call that a gain of 3 to the 38-yard line.
For the Cowboys at the 38-yard line.
Cowboys have 53 seconds remaining in this opening quarter to put some points on the board. They currently lead 7-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys coming up to the line. They got a tight end to the left, a tight end to the right, and then 2 receivers out of the right. Jacob Kunkel, a little confusion. He got out there, though. Attaboy. Fake the handoff. Evans rolling out to the right. Looking to throw it out to Roberts. He hauls it in cleanly and turns it upfield for a nice gain. We'll see where they rule him out. Cooper Roberts with a gain of 12 on that one. They love those rollout plays. I know Roberts is happy every time he hears that. It's coming in the huddle. Caught 4 passes last week, including his first receiving touchdown of his varsity career. At his first touchdown period the week before, because they ran a lovely tight end sneak, is what I keep calling it. They motioned him in, and then he stopped behind the center, got the snap quick, and plunged in for the touchdown against Staples-Motley. 3 receivers out to the left, but they motioned Erlinson into the backfield. Lawson Alphin in the backfield as well. They hand it off to him, and oh boy, Tigers sniffed that one out in a hurry. Number 79 blowing that play up. George Stockman, sophomore lineman. That's a big boy for a sophomore. Looks like that'll be the last play. Last play of the half, or of the quarter, my apologies. I'm not wishing this game away, for sure. With the start the Cowboys are having. Moving the ball well. Coming up with big plays on defense. And David Erlinson has the Cowboys on the board. 7-0. As we head into the second quarter, you are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge starting this second quarter on the Pine River-Backus 28. They're facing a 2nd and 12. Lawson Oliphant got his first carry of the game in the last play of the first quarter and got tackled in the backfield. They were trying to get Armitage a breather. Never a shortage of running backs in Breckenridge. That is a forever truth. Evans dropping back to pass. Rolling out to the right. It's going to throw it down the field. There is a flag. There is a jump ball, and it's hauled in. This is going to be a shame if that gets called back, because that was one heck of a grab by Dawson Weinbar. We will see if it's coming back, though. Oh, tough break. And it's a holding call. Dawson Weinbar. On the positive side, you at least have that for your highlight video. But on the downside, you don't get any yards for that or the catch. So, tough break for the Cowboys. That penalty brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. And it goes to the spot of the foul, which was quite a ways back. Or was it a 10-yard penalty? Yeah, 2nd and 22. My apologies. I was like, they weren't that far back, were they? Bailey's running that far back. I think we have a problem. Evans. He's got a running back to his right. He's got a running back behind him. He's going to hand it off to the one behind him. Armitage gets wrapped up in a hurry. Chance Abraham back there to make the tackle. As is number 44, who I do not see on their roster. All right, that's interesting. Either way, Cowboys actually lost a couple more yards on that one, it looks like. Oh, no, they say they got him a few. So, gain of 3 for Armitage. It's hard to tell, those short gains. Armitage will fake the handoff. Rolls out to the right. Cooper Roberts hauls it in. Throws a nice shoulder by the sideline, but still going to be well short of the first down. All right. There was a... Looks like there was a correction on that one. That 16-yard gain, I was talking about the yardage, so apparently did lose yards on that one. I was second-guessing myself. So we'll give Armitage a negative 3 yards on that last carry. Sorry, thinking out loud here, everybody. 4th and 13, Breckenridge keeping the offense on the field. No point in punting from the Pine River-Backus 28. Evans rolling out to the right. Lobs it up and out of bounds. No one there. Incomplete pass. And a turnover on downs. Cowboys hanging on to the 7-0 lead, 10:19 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
At their own 28-yard line.
So the Breckenridge defense coming out. looking to keep the Tigers off the board. If only they could have played Pine River-Backus a few years ago when Tiger King was really prominent. I have to kind of put all my Tiger King jokes on hold for the broadcast, unfortunately. But we got a timeout. This timeout, which was taken by Pine River-Backus, is brought to you by Highcamp Construction. So we'll take a quick break with them. Your score, Breckenridge 7, Pine River-Backus 0. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
And welcome back. It's Pine River-Backus had to take a timeout. Saw something they didn't like when they came out for their first play of this drive, and we got a pass play to start this one off. They lob it up, and it is hauled in, and then a missed tackle is going to allow the Pine River-Backus tight end to cut it upfield, and that is going to be a 72-yard touchdown for Logan Tomensky, only a freshman.
Andrew Volk's pass is completed to Logan Tomensky.
Tomensky with the touchdown. And I think they brought in a new quarterback for that one. I'm going to have to make sure to double check on the jersey number. But he hauled it in. It was a pass that had a ton of air under it. He hauled it in, and one man that was there to make the play and couldn't lay the lick. They're going to go for the lead here with the two-point conversion attempt. And they're going to do an off-tackle handoff on the right side, but Breckenridge's defense ready for that one. Took a shocker, one of them. Blowing that play up. So Breckenridge will remain in the lead 7-6 after that 72-yard scoring hookup. Take a quick break, come back with your kickoff. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Andrew Volk, one who threw that pass. Thank you, Ark Rockout, for being on top of that one. Nothing gets by him. That is a given. Takes his announcing duties very seriously, and Breckenridge is lucky to have him doing the games. Andrew Volk comes in, throws one pass, 72-yard scoring hookup. Not too shabby. Chance Abraham going to handle the kickoff. And what a catch and run by Logan Tomensky to get Pine River-Backus on the board. Tigers going to boot it deep. It's hauled in by, I believe that's Paul Armitage. And he runs hard to the, let's double check. Looks like that's near the 40. Looks like he's down about the 39, 38.
So the Cowboys will start first and 10 at their own
39, I guess.
39-yard line.
Cowboys on the right hash, on their own 39, to start off this drive. Leading 7-6. They scored 7 points in the opening quarter. Pine River-Backus got 6 of their own in this quarter. Cowboys looking to respond. Expect to see a lot of the rushing attack again. They're going to motion David Erlinson in the backfield. Do a little push pass to him. Kind of a jet sweep action. So his first catch of the day. Even though, you know, that's basically a run play. That's such an easy completion that it's essentially a run play. But it's a forward pass, so you got to give him the yards. 4-yard gain for Erlinson. Third pass completion of the day. Cooper Roberts caught the first 2. 2nd and 6. Pair of running backs in the backfield. Also got an H-back to the right, lined up behind the right tackle. Armitage, very patient running, and he's going to get paid off with a first down rush. Love that patience. Like a Cowboy version of Le'Veon Bell. Just letting it develop in front of him. Hats off to Armitage on that one. That's why I can never play running back. I don't have any patience. So if it comes down to waiting for a hole to open up or waiting for someone to make a block, no. I'll just run into somebody. Another pistol set. Now, I'm loving the pistol action we've seen today. Maybe not so much on that play, as Armitage only gets about a yard. Lucky to get a yard, though, with how fast the Tigers were in the backfield. Tigers on the prowl. 1 yard for Armitage.
Gain of 1, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up a 2nd and 9, 8:32 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys on the Tiger 48 on a beautiful night here in Cowboy Field. Couldn't ask for better conditions for a homecoming game. Pistol set. One receiver to the right, H-back to the right as well. Bailey Evans fake the handoff and roll it to the right and lowers the boom. Trying to plunge for the first down, but it looks like someone was either moving or there was a hold very early on in that play. So I saw that flag come out right away, but that was a beautiful fake handoff. Fooled me right away. Let's see what the call is. This penalty brought to you by the State Farm agents in town. Amanda Frederick. Looks like a legal procedure. Tough break for the Cowboys. And Bailey Evans not looking shy to get physical in the run game. Aiden Sanchez is going to come in and get some action. See him play some wide receiver. Correction, tight end. Evans fakes the handoff, and we got another flag on the Cowboys, it looks like. Pass is completed, and that's going to be another Dawson Weinbar. Big gain! Oh! So that is going to be... That's going to be coming back again. Tough break. Once again, at least you got it for your highlight video. So I know my guys are picking up penalties here and get my big plays wiped off, but can't deny it's a nice play. Cowboys are on their own 47 currently. We'll see how much they get backed up more. Turning this 2nd and 14 to a 2nd and even longer.
Penalty is against the Cowboys. Illegal shift, so it's a 5-yard penalty. So
all right, 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 19, the world's longest second down.
For the Cowboys.
Cowboys on their own 42. Come up to the line. Pair of running backs joining Evans in the backfield. Hands it off to Armitage. Gets a nice hole on the left side. And then he's going to drag one defender with him. So nice little gain here, but got a lot more yards to make up. After that Armitage run, we got a 3rd and 14 after that 5-yard gain. A busy day in the backfield. I already got Armitage for at least 15 carries here in the opening half. On pace for 30 carries on the night. Oh, boy. Get the ice bath ready. 3rd and 14. Cowboys on their own 47. Evans working out of the pistol. Only one running back in the backfield with him. Jukes one defender. Still under pressure. He's going to look to run it himself. And a beautiful open field tackle there to keep Evans short of getting the first down. Earl Stockman making the grab of the ankles. 4-yard gain for Bailey Evans. Technically his first rush attempt of the game since the last one got waved off for a penalty. Cowboys get on the Pine River-Backus side of the 50, and they're going to have to boot it away. 4th and 10 for the Cowboys. Cooper Roberts, the punter. It looks like they're going to keep a lot of guys nice and tight in there. They don't have the bullets out traditionally like they usually do. So Pine River-Backus must have seen something on the tape that showed that they bring a lot of pressure. And Cooper Roberts, what a punt! I know you don't want it to go into the end zone, but I don't even think he knew that was going to have enough leg to get in the end zone. He's saying, my bad, guys. Put a little less on it next time. That's his best punt of the year. I know. Once again, I know you'd like that to get down before it goes in the end zone. But that's like as far as kicking for power, I think that's the best punt I've seen from Roberts this year. That's off to him. So Pine River-Backus starting off on their own 20 after the touchback. They got 6:01 remaining in this opening half to put some points on the board. They trail 7-6 here in Breckenridge on homecoming night. They're going to start off with an off-tackle rush out of an I formation, and we got a rugby scrum going on. Took a while to blow that one dead. And that was the running back Brady Rule getting the tote on that one. Give him 2 yards.
Gain of about 3, so it brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, they gave him 3 yards. All right, I'll roll with that. 3-yard gain for Brady Rule. He's only got 5 yards on 3 carries so far. So Breckenridge is doing a good job keeping him contained, but it's the quarterbacks they got to worry about, or Temensky, the tight end, getting out in the open field. I formation. Looks like they got Falk still playing quarterback. And they're going to throw it out and incomplete. And it looks like the intended receiver on that one, number 21, Adrian Schrupp. Hopefully I get that one down by the end of the night. 3rd and 8. Checking in to play some defense for the Cowboys. Gabe Armitage getting some action. You might save him for these passing downs maybe. Or maybe someone just needed a breather. I'm not sure. And for those who are just joining and were not aware, Bailey Evans being kept off the defense this week. They're trying to keep him healthy after a tough shot to the ribs last week. And a little quick hitter out to the left side and incomplete. Jacob Kunkel thought he was going to be picking that off and having the school song playing. Speaking of the school song, shout out to the Breckenridge Band being here, doing a fantastic job, especially with the national anthem. Sounded great. Volks, pass is incomplete. So Chance Abraham handling the punting duties. Waiting on the snap. Snap's clean. And they're going to do a fair catch on that one. Dawson Weinbar kind of kicking himself for doing the fair catch on that one. Saying, oh boy, I didn't realize I had that much room to operate. I'd be flustered if someone was telling me to wait for a fair catch and that it turns out it wasn't the right move. So Cowboys, the 7-6 lead, starting this drive on their own 40. Their lone touchdown of this game was a 32-yard run by David Erlinson. Broke about 4 tackles on his way to the end zone to make it a 7-6 game. Then Pine River-Backus scored on a 72-yard pass play. Paul Armitage with a nice burst out to the left side. And then makes another man miss, gets a great block downfield, throws a stiff arm by the sideline, and what a run from Paul Armitage. And oh boy, another penalty. How many big plays can get wiped off for this Breckenridge offense tonight? But I got to tell you, this holding call brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. They might be second-guessing doing the penalty sponsorship. I mean, they get a lot of shout-outs, but Breckenridge fans aren't too happy when they get to hear about them. So it sets up a 1st and 20. Oh, ends up being a big swing. Cowboys were going to be near the Pine River-Backus 30. Instead, they're backed up to their own 30. Tough break. And Erlinson's going to get the jet sweep. And he's going to make one man miss and cut it up. So he's going to get some of those penalty yards back and a couple more. And I can't tell if that was a handoff or if that was a pass play. I think that was a handoff, but semantics. So after the 10-yard gain from Erlinson. I'm going to make sure to double-check that. So I think they did that push pass again. You know what? I'm going to give it to him receiving. Give Bailey's yards a nice little burst or a little bump here. 2 running backs in the backfield with Evans. 2 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff. Evans tries to make a couple guys miss. Ends up getting tripped up, so he is sacked. Loss of 5 for the senior captain. 3:50 remaining. Got a 3rd and 15. So let's see if the Cowboys have dialed up for this one. Here as they lead 7-6 on their homecoming night against the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Evans with Erlinson to his right. Armitage behind him. Hands it off to Armitage. And he's going to get about 4 or 5 yards. So that'll force the punt team to come out. Getting in on the action on the punt team is going to be Tucker Shockard as well as Gabe Armitage. Lawson Oliphant coming out to be on the punt team. 5-yard gain for Armitage. Cooper Roberts going to try to repeat the magic of his last punt. Boy, did he get a lot of leg on that last one. And this one, it's going to be another nice one, but Pine River-Backus is more ready for that one. Rule on the return. Ooh. Tries to cut it out to the left side and then decides to go right instead. And nice tackle there by Shocker by the sideline. Trey Vogelbacher getting in on the action too. And believe it or not, we got a penalty on the play. Haven't had one of those in a while. Penalty brought to you by State Farm Agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Your local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wapton. It looks like this is on the return team. So the Tigers get called for a block in the back. That'll scooch the Tigers back. So they will start this drive on there. On 20, just like the last drive. Having a lot of weird deja vu moments tonight. 2:39 remaining in this opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Not a whole lot of scoring going on. Breckenridge with 7. Pine River-Backus got their 6 off a long pass play. Volk to Temensky. Volk still at quarterback, so I think they found something that works for them. They want to stick with it. But handing off to the running back has not been the answer tonight. One of the Cowboys blowing that play up was Tegan Abel, I believe. I double check. Yep, Tegan Abel. Week 4, I'm starting to get the numbers down. Look at me. That was Rule on the tote, losing a yard. 4 carries so far, none of them more than 3 yards. So the Cowboys holding their own in the trenches. That was going to be a big factor coming into this game. I formation. Volk drops back to pass. Looking down the field, looking for the receiver, and it's picked off by Aiden Sanchez. How about that, freshman? Aiden Sanchez making the big play. The intended receiver on that one was number 40, Nevada Ellenfeld. Aiden Sanchez making a big impact as a freshman this year. You can tell that pass was underthrown a little bit. Sanchez was ready for that. Cowboys coming out with a 1 running back pistol set. Two receivers out to the right. One to the left. Evans got a free rusher right away. Throws it out of bounds. Intended receiver was Caleb Albertson. So after the incomplete pass, sets up 2nd and 10. So far I got Evans for 4 for 7 through the air for 42 yards. All right, 2 of those were on push passes. The other 2 were rollouts to Cooper Roberts. Offset eye out of a pistol look. Armitage with a handoff and makes a beautiful read, cuts it up, breaks a couple tackles, and falls forward inside the 30. Cowboys pick up 13 yards on that play.
That gain is good enough for a Cowboys first down.
Longest run of the game for Armitage.
At the 26-yard line.
Evans fakes the handoff. There's absolutely nobody over there on the right side. And he's going to run it in for the touchdown, untouched. Bailey Evans. Not too shabby. 26-yard TD. That's what happens when you're just killing them inside the tackles. All you got to do is fake the handoff, go outside, and nobody near you at all. And that's also the benefit of Evans not getting a whole lot of runs. So it catches them sleeping because he hasn't really been a huge factor in the run game. He's going to try to be a big factor in the special teams, though, and boot this one through. Evans' kick is up and no good. So our score is 13-6 here with 1:14 remaining in the second quarter. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. We got a 13-6 score on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trey Vogelbacher will be handling the kicking duties. And yes, for you fantastic viewers on KBMW News Live, I will get that scoreboard updated, I promise. We usually have a scoreboard camera, but I was having a couple technical difficulties before the game and just said, you know what? I like making my job a little harder. I'm going to type in the score all game. Let's do it. Vogelbacher getting ready to boot it away. 1:14 remaining here in the opening half. Both of the Cowboys' touchdowns coming on long runs. A 31-yarder from David Erlinson and then a 26-yarder from Bailey Evans. It's kind of like, just chipping away, and then finally something's going to break loose. Vogelbacher kicks it deep. Kind of one-hops to the returner, and, one guy laid a nice little pop, but he didn't go down. Lawson Oliphant coming down there to help out. I think that was Aiden Sanchez being the first man there to lay a little lick. Tegan Abel getting in on the action. He laid on the ground a little longer. He's like, just give me a break here. He's all right. So Pine River-Backus starting on their own 27, 1:07 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the opening half. Tigers huddling up. I should have worked on my my Coach O impersonation before this game. Go Tigers. Yeah, we'll keep working on it. Volk at QB under center. And that is blown up in a hurry. It's like Brian Martinez on that one. Brian Martinez. Those Martinez brothers, they're fun to watch. I think there might have been a little miscue up front there. because I think he went in there untouched. You don't see that very often for a D lineman. That's a very good 3 defensive tackles that you love to have in your defense. Butts and the Martinez brothers. That'll back him up. It looks like they're just going to run it down and take a timeout. And you got to be thinking they're just going to be coming out and kneeling it here, so I don't even know why we're really taking a timeout break, but that's all right. Give a shout out to the timeout sponsor, Highcamp Construction. Breckenridge with a 13-6 lead, 17 seconds remaining here in the opening half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM on homecoming night.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field here on homecoming night. Bailey Evans increasing the Cowboy lead. Looks like they're going to run a play. We go out of I formation. Volk snaps it, and it's going to go off tackle to Chance Abraham. David Erlinson on the tackle, as is Tucker Shocker. Best game I think I've seen out of Tucker Shocker so far. I know we're only in the first half here, but I've been very impressed by him tonight.
That is the final play of the
Looks like they'll end up losing a yard or two on that one, so we'll hop into halftime. Heading into the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. Breckenridge with a 13-6 lead here. Quick reminder, the Tigers will get the ball to start the third quarter, in case you guys were wondering. So we'll take a quick break, come back with your Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Gear up for fall with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Avoid unexpected engine problems by getting your vehicle checked over with their free multi-point inspection and free battery testing. Now is a great time to have your engine coolant and fluid levels checked before the cold sets in. Smith Motors is your trusted Chevrolet GMC dealership in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Located at 101 11th Street North in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We're your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, light, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wapaton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that mom and dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for mom and dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field here in the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Bluff is here as we got a 13-6 game here at half. Breckenridge in the lead against Pine River-Backus. Run through some super unofficial stats for you. Actually, I'll run through the scoring for you first. That's also kind of unofficial. 3:55 remaining in the opening quarter. David Erlinson broke free for a 31-yard touchdown to get the Cowboys on the board. Bailey Evans booted the extra point, making it a 7-0 game. And then Pine River-Backus, Andrew Volk coming in, throwing his first pass of the game. Ended up getting hauled in by the tight end, Logan Tomensky, who took it 72 yards for a score. Actually, their only pass completion of the opening half. They turned it into 6. 2-point conversion was no good, make it a 7-6 game. That was early on in the second quarter, mind you. And then with 1:14 remaining in the half, Bailey Evans broke free for a 26-yard run after faking the handoff beautifully, rolled out on the right side and went in untouched from 26 yards out. No problem at all. But then he didn't make the extra point. So 13-6 is what the score remains here at halftime in our Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. Once again, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Run through the very unofficial stats for you. Bailey Evans so far, 4 for 7 in this game with 42 yards. Andrew Volk, 1 for 3, 72 yards, a touchdown and an interception. So you get a lot of good and a lot of bad in those 3 throws. Chance Abraham, 0 for 4, and then they decided to make the QB change. Definitely kind of more of a running back who's playing QB, kind of a wildcat quarterback that they thought they could get some throwing in too, but did not work out that way. So Andrew Volk is probably who we're going to see under center and taking the snaps the rest of the night. Now for your rushing numbers. Boy, Paul Armitage, he had enough carries for most people to get through a game. 17 carries, 77 yards by my count. Once again, very unofficial. 6 carries for 61 yards for David Erlinson and a touchdown. Bailey Evans, 3 carries for 25 yards. 3 carries for 16 yards for Chance Abraham. Brady Rule has 4 carries for 4 yards. And then for Breckenridge, looping back to Breckenridge, Lawson Oliphant had 1 carry for -2 yards. Hauling in passes in this game, we mentioned Logan Tomensky having the 1 catch for Pine River-Backus and taking it 72 yards for a score. And then 2 catches each for Cooper Roberts and David Erlinson. Roberts got 28 yards on his 2 catch and runs, and David Erlinson took a couple push passes for 16 yards, or 14 yards so far on his 2 catches. Apologies. And then a couple of big defensive plays. Aiden Sanchez had the interception that set up that Bailey Evans touchdown. And then Brian Martinez had a big sack in the opening half as well. So that's a look at your stat report here in the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. We'll take a quick break and come back and loop back to those keys to the game I talked about. We'll see if I was actually right for once. And also talk about maybe if those keys are going to hold true for the second half for the Cowboys to pick up a win here on homecoming. Or, maybe it's going to be some other stuff that we're going to factor in. 13-6 Breckenridge leads here at halftime against Pine River-Backus. You're listening to Cowboy Football Homecoming Edition on B92.7 FM.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Cenex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
And welcome back to the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Turner Blob is here. If you did not know, we are also live streaming this game on our YouTube channel, KBMW News Live. And don't have a lot of fun stuff to show you during the halftime, so we're just going to show you the Pine River-Backus squad hanging out in the end zone, making their halftime adjustments. You know, it's better than nothing. Better than just showing it on the field, which is what I leave it on, you know, for 50% of these broadcasts. But anywho, wanted to jump back to those keys to the game, brought to you by Smith Motors, small town friendly, big town deals. And for the game, I said that the big things are going to be limiting how many shots Bailey Evans takes. And then for the defense, I said it was going to be keeping the quarterbacks contained. And you know what? So far, Breckenridge has done both of those. Bailey Evans only has 3 rushes so far in this game. And he also had one that got waved off because of a penalty. But yeah, that's you know, a big change of pace compared to what it has been, you know, in the early goings of this season, you know, where it wasn't very surprising to get him 10 carries before halftime was over. So to only have 3 carries so far and to be able to capitalize on it and catch the defense sleeping for that second touchdown, you know, hats off to the Cowboys. They're executing their game plan perfectly. Not getting their quarterback hurt. You know, that was a big emphasis coming into the game. We want to win this game, but we also want to keep him healthy. So hats off to them. You know, obviously, I don't need to be telling coaches how to do their job. They know what they're doing. And then for the defense, I'm going to have to modify that a little bit here because, I mean, specifically Chance Abraham is who I was saying they got to keep contained, which they have done a very good job on him. I think he has only broke free for like a 15-yard gain. That's like the closest it's been. And on these other 2 carries, he's only got like 1 yard. So they're doing a very good job on him. But now he's not playing quarterback anymore. So I guess we're going to have to modify that a little bit. Just keep Chance Abraham contained, and no notes for the defense. They, 1 missed tackle turns into a touchdown, yeah. But other than that, the defense played lights out in the first half. So I don't really have a whole lot to add there. And, missed tackles, someone breaks off a TD, that's going to happen. And also being able to force a turnover in the first half that set up a touchdown. So, hats off to the defense, doing a very good job, putting their offense in a good position. Penalties, I guess, would be the big thing. If I'm going to say Breckenridge needs to clean up something, if they want to put some distance between them and the Tigers, going to have to clean up those penalties. They racked up way too many in the first half. I don't know how many. Probably a good reporter would be writing this stuff down, but I'm going to say it wasn't 10, but it wasn't that far behind 10. I would say they were knocking on the door of hitting double-digit penalties. And it waved off some big plays. Dawson Weinbars, if anyone's got any reason to be mad for the Cowboys, Dawson Weinbars had 2 very, very, very nice catches waved off due to the penalties. So that's going to be something they're going to want to clean up here in the second half. If you got any notes for me, that would be it. But Breckenridge has got the lead. Pine River-Backus will receive the opening kick. We'll take a very quick break, come back with your second half kickoff. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
And welcome back as we wrap up the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show, about to start up the third quarter here on B92.7 FM, or you can watch this game on YouTube at KBMW News Live if you did not know. Still waiting on a Wapton Huskies score. Andrew Zimmel is supposed to be keeping me in the loop on that. He's running the board back at the studio as we got a sister station in Jamestown taking care of the game. So we'll get a Wapton Huskies score. I'll make sure to throw that in there. And once again, the Pine River-Backus Tigers won the opening coin toss and deferred. So Breckenridge is going to have to boot away the second half kickoff. 13-6. Cowboys in the lead. David Erlinson and Bailey Evans have both found the end zone today. And yeah, still no updates on the Wapton game, so I'll let you know if we get one. We shall see. Turner Blopp is here as we're actually waiting on the officials. Don't see that very often, but they got here now. They're up and running. But as we wait for the officials, we'll pause for a quick 10-second ID. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton, powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
And we are finally about to get some action. Trey Vogelbacher will be booting it away. Tigers sending out their return team. I was going down memory lane the other day of I believe the first time these two teams matched up. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was the first time. It was for Breckenridge's first year of single A. I want to say it was about 5 years ago. I remember it was the senior year with Jack Hagner, Ty Piotrowski, Chase Jensen, all those guys, and they put quite the beat down on them in the opening round here on Cowboy Field. But it's kind of funny because I got the teams mixed up because I thought that Breckenridge went to Pine River-Backus to play, but that was actually Walker Hackensack Akeley, where I said I would love to do a game there every year because that's a beautiful field. But We are off for the third quarter. Trey Vogelbacher boots it deep, and Pine River-Backus gets a nice return out of this one. Close to the 40. Gabe Armitage on the tackle there, as well as Lawson Oliphant over there getting in on the party.
Brings up first and 10 for the
So first and 10
37-yard line.
from the Tiger 37. Cowboys with a 13-6 lead here at the beginning of the third quarter. Looks like they're going to go with a handoff out of the pistol set. They're going to bounce it out to the left side. And guess what? We got another flag. This one way away from the play. Looks like a couple linemen got tangled up. It's a holding call.
On the Tigers.
So that'll back up the Tigers. As I was talking about, one of the keys would be Breckenridge needs to clean up the penalties. We'll say that also applies for Pine River-Backus.
First and 20 for the Tigers.
And I did get a Wahpeton football update. They trailed Jamestown 34-6 on the road. So 34-6 Wahpeton trails. 40-6 actually. I just got another text. Apparently Jamestown just scored again. And Pine River-Backus also has 6 points here in this game. Breckenridge leads them 13-6 here on Cowboy Field. Tigers trying to spoil the Cowboys' homecoming, and look at me being wrong as they got Abraham back at quarterback. Throws a quick hitter. He's got his first completion of the game. So I guess we will go back to saying contain the quarterback.
Chance Abraham's pass is complete.
See how many yards he got on that one. Mongan hauling in that pass. We'll see how many yards they give him. 5-yard gain by Mongan. Chance Abraham completed the pass. And that's what you got to do to get the passing game going. You got to do those quick hitters. You know, we've seen Breckenridge run those as well. And they're going to do kind of a sweep out to the left. He cuts it up. Jacob Kunkel there on the tackle. Armitage as well. And surprise, surprise, David Erlinson getting in on the fun. That dude's everywhere. Looks like they'll give Abraham 7 on the play. So that's about 3rd and 8. Breckenridge trying to force a punt here on the first drive of the second half. They lead 13-6 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. One running back to the right of Abraham. Abraham going to run it on the right side. David Erlinson is there to blow that play up. Loss of 3 on the play. He read that one perfectly, and he's fired up. Get out of that dude's way. Loss of 3 for Abraham. Dawson Weinbar will be once again handling the punt return duties, the sure-handed receiver. Pine River-Backus waiting the snap. And it's booted away, left-footed kick. And it's going to just do a slow little bounce. And down by the Tigers. So Cowboys will start on their own 32. And that I already mentioned, it is a beautiful night for a football game. I'm loving these conditions. Cowboys got to go 68 yards to hit pay dirt. 67 degrees here. Oh, my gosh. Let's cherish every one of these nights we get, everybody. Aiden Sanchez lined up to the right. Dawson Weinbar out to the left. Pair of running backs in the backfield along with Evans. Evans hands it off to Armitage. And he sheds a tackler and ends up getting a couple yards. And, oh, Dawson Weinbar ended up drawing a flag on that one. Was getting into it with the DB a little bit. And DB threw one shot too many. So he's going to have to take a quick breather. That was number 23, Blake Hopland, it looks like. Unless it was 22, Blake Mongan, actually. And Yeah, they're going to say it's just on the defense.
That's a dead ball foul. It's a personal foul against the...
You can tell he got a little flustered there with Weinbar's stock blocking. But you got to say, we run the ball so much. What do you expect me to do? I'm out here. I got to block somebody. So Pine River-Backus, being the team that's shooting themselves in the foot with the penalties here. Breckenridge gets a boost all the way to the 50 after that 15-yarder. So Evans operating out of the gun. And they're going to do a reverse out of that one to Kunkel. This is the play they scored on week 1. And they're going to try to score on it again. Bailey Evans throws a great block. And Kunkel spins off a couple defenders and will go in. Looks like the defenders thought he stepped out of bounds, but that is not the case. 50 yards for Jacob Kunkel. Breckenridge's coaching staff's fired up. I don't blame them. What a play call. And talk about your quarterback getting down there, throwing some blocks, looking like sunshine. And remember, the Titans leading the way down the field. What a play. And just tiptoeing the sideline. That's fun to see. It doesn't get better than that. Jacob Kunkel with the 50-yard touchdown. Weinbar holds it, booted away by Evans, and it is good. So after the extra point, we got a 20-6 Breckenridge lead here on homecoming night. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
What a run by Jacob Kunkel. Over by the right sideline, he had 2 defenders there. They were just trying to bump him out of bounds, and they didn't think that was going to be the hardest thing in the world, and did like a little spin off of him. They thought he stepped out of bounds, and oh boy, he's off to the races. Credit to Bailey Evans once again, lead blocking down the field. And I got to make sure I give credit to whoever the other blocker was getting down there. My apologies, I missed that number. I got so caught up in the action. But these explosive runs. 3 different Cowboys breaking free for touchdowns. First it was Erlinson, and it was Evans. Now Kunkel gets in on the fun. That means Armitage should be due pretty soon here. As that is booted away, and looks like Gabe Armitage is the one making the tackle there. 20-on-20 action there. Tackling Chance Abraham.
First and 10 for the Tigers at their own 34-yard line.
So Pine River-Backus is starting on their own 34. Trailing 20-6. Not at the point yet where you got to really open up the playbook, but Breckenridge gets another score. We're going to see what they have in store. 10-11 remaining in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here on homecoming night. 2 receivers split out to the left. And Pine River-Backus with another penalty. Pretty lopsided in the penalty department here in the second half. And it looks like Billy Evans kind of pacing on the sidelines. Hopefully he's all good, but
illegal procedure against the Tigers.
Might have been overexerting himself a little bit, going down, throwing those blocks down the field. We got a timeout taken. Might have been some confusion by the Tigers, so they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Your score, Breckenridge 20, Pine River-Backus 6. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
After that high camp construction timeout break, we are back as Pine River-Backus, after that penalty, is facing a 1st and 15 on their own 29.
Back to the action, 1st and 15 for the Tigers.
Pair of receivers out to the left. Abraham going to run off tackle on the right side. Backside defender just doing a good job pursuing. Still ended up being about a 5-yard run. Yeah, that's how many they're going to give him. Chance Abraham. His third tote here of the second half. I was about to, comment on how I expected him to get a little more touches, but then I realized, when I'm not always the most reliable stat keeper. So for all I know, he had a dozen carries the first half, and I only wrote down about 4 of them. But I know my Breckenridge stats are at least pretty accurate, but sometimes I get a little spotty on the other team. As Abraham almost throws a pick there, Trey Vogelbacher getting his hands on that one. And then it turned into the tip drill. He's hot. Vogelbacher wanted a pick 6 on that one. As Coach Herder says, school song, once that gets grabbed. Gabe Armitage coming out and getting a breather. Not sure who came in for him. But now we got a 3rd and 10 after that incomplete pass. Cowboys up 20-6. 9:23 remaining in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That snap was at Abraham's feet, but he's going to chuck it down the field. He's actually got a man, and it is hauled in for the grab. And that was hauled in by number 21 on this squad, Adrian Schrupp. See how many yards they got on that one.
For the Tigers at the Cowboy 25-yard line.
I'm not 100% sure how many yards that ended up being. They updated that so quick. We'll call it a gain of 25. Abraham running it after that big completion. And Aiden Sanchez tried to blow up that tackle, but Abraham juked by him and then threw one defender down and rumbled into the tight machinery red zone. First time either team's been in the tight machinery red zone today. And it looks like there is a Pine River-Backus injury. Athletic trainer Jenny Lanou will tend to after that 13-yard run by Abraham. We'll take a quick break as they tend to the injured player. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM. Cowboys up 20-6 on homecoming night.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
And welcome back after that quick injury timeout. The injured Tiger player was number 44, who I'm going to wish a speedy recovery to, but I'm not 100% sure who that was. I want to say that was Earl Stockman. Yes, it was. Forgot he had the number change. But they're in the Tight Machinery red zone. 1st and 10 from the 12. Abraham running a QB sweep to the right. Armitage actually used the blocker to try to blow up that play, but Abraham still ended up getting a nice little gain out of it. Call it a gain of 6. And what do you know? Oh, no. Got another injury on the field, but I think the other player might be getting tended to right now, so they're going to have to call Janie Lanou back over to operate on this player. I'm not 100% sure who it is, but looks like we're going to take another break for another injury timeout, unfortunately. Cowboys leading 20-6 as we take this break. 8:31 remaining here in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 6-yard line, it says, for Pine River-Backus. So knocking on the door here in the Tight Machinery red zone. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Gear up for fall with Smith Motors in Wapaton. Avoid unexpected engine problems by getting your vehicle checked over with their free multi-point inspection and free battery testing. Now is a great time to have your engine coolant and fluid levels checked before the cold sets in. Smith Motors is your trusted Chevrolet GMC dealership in Wapaton. Small town friendly, big town deals. Located at 101 11th Street North in Wapaton. Visit them online at smithmotors.com. That's smithmotors.com.
And welcome back. After that quick injury break, Brian Martinez got tended to, so hopefully he's going to be all right. And as much as I rave about these Martinez brothers, I really feel bad for them that they both have kind of dealing with their injuries here 4 games into their senior year. As Abraham tries to go off tackle on the right side, that's the bread and butter play. And he's going to get close to the first, if not close to the end zone. Call that a gain of 4. Sets up like 3rd and inch. Unless they said he moved the sticks on that. Actually, they said first down on that run on the 2-yard line. We'll call that about a 5-yard gain. Chance Abraham having a heck of a drive here. Moved the sticks a few times. He had a 41-yard completion. I had to go back and look on our YouTube stream to figure out how many yards it was during one of the breaks. And I still could be wrong, you know? So, 1st and goal from the 2. Pine River-Backus. Going to go under center. Abraham going to go with a QB dive, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. 2-yard score for Chance Abraham. 7:14 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Chance Abraham with the TD. We'll see what they got dialed up for the 2-point conversion. Breckenridge stopped the last Tiger 2-point conversion attempt. So trying to cut the lead to 6. Working out of the gun. Abraham runs to the right. He had 2 Cowboys waiting there for him, and then some more came in to help out. So after the failed 2-point conversion, your score, Breckenridge 20, Pine River-Backus 12. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. Pause for a... I'll take a very quick break here. Cowboys playing their homecoming game up by 8 here in the third quarter.
Hi, this is Amanda from State Farm Breckenridge.
And this is Matt from State Farm Wapaton.
We are your local hometown insurance team.
And just like with your local sports team, having the right coverage is important. We're here to make sure you have the right coverage in place to protect what is most important to you.
We offer complimentary quotes for home, auto, life, farm, and business insurance.
And just like with your local sports teams, we're here and local and ready to answer all of your questions.
No more dialing 800 numbers or waiting on hold to talk to someone.
State Farm of Wapaton and Breckenridge.
Your local insurance team.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Pine River-Backus answers with a 2-yard touchdown by Chance Abraham. The 2-point conversion was no good. They tried running with Abraham again to make it a 20-12 score. Tigers got Abraham on the kicking duties. Mr. Everything for them. The left-footed kicker. Kind of looks a little weird to see. And they kick a little squib kick, but it gets back to the return man, Gabe Armitage. Armitage. It's a nice little return. Taken down by number 78, Eli Abraham. So Cowboys will start this drive on their own 39. Beautiful night here for football here on homecoming night. Forgot to ask Coach Yegi about that in our pregame interview. He's making sure to shut out all those distractions. I think it was Coach Frederickson's least favorite week of the year when he was the coach. Paul Armitage gets a great hole to run through once again. They're running these handoffs where they kind of make it look like it's a handoff to the right side, but it's designed to cut over to the left like it's a counter run. And, boy, has it been successful. 11-yard run for Armitage to start off that drive. And now they're going to go with him again. Bounces it out to the left side. Makes one Tiger defender miss, and then he's got 3 other ones waiting for him. So, 1-yard gain for Armitage. Up to 19 carries by my count. 6:40 remaining in this third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Cowboys on the Tiger 48. Pistol set. Evans fakes the handoff. Zips it out to the right to Cooper Roberts. That play has worked twice. Make it 3 times. He'll even move the sticks on that one. It kind of Cooper Roberts with the 13-yard gain. They should just call that one Cooper's play. I remember my younger brother George telling me about at flag football. They always had a play called George's play, just for him, and that's what it made me think of. They got to run that Cooper's play. 13-yard catch and run. First pass completion of the game for Bailey Evans, or of the half for Bailey Evans. My apologies. Paul Armitage, boy, these holes that he gets to run through. Oh my gosh. Breckenridge's offensive line, this is as good of a game as they have played this year. Armitage with the 11-yard run once again, his second 11-yard run of the drive. So Cowboys knocking on the door of the Titan Machinery red zone on the Tiger 24. Tigers take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction. Breckenridge look to polish off this scoring drive. 20-12 is your score. They lead Pine River-Backus here With 5:37 remaining in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, you're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
The 2023 harvest season is here, and Titan Machinery Wapaton has you covered with the equipment and product support you need to help you be more productive during the entire harvest season. We are your local Case IH farm equipment experts, carrying a complete line of new and used equipment backed by our expert service and parts support team. Our goal is maximizing your productivity by providing you the best equipment solutions and after-sales support in the industry. Find out more by visiting our website at www.titanmachinery.com. That's Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer.
And after that high camp construction timeout, we are back. Cowboys got a fresh set of downs and 24 yards to hit pay dirt. 5:37 remaining here in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You got Bailey Evans in the backfield, of course, playing quarterback. Lawson Alfant going to come in and get a couple reps. He has 1 carry so far in this game. Got tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2. Going to look to amend that. Oh, Bailey Evans was able to haul in the snap and throws it down the field. Nobody there. Not sure who he was throwing that. I don't even know if that was supposed to be a pass play. I saw one of the linemen all the way down there, so that's where I'm thinking.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys.
And quick Wapaton update. Jamestown now leads the Huskies 47-6 in Jamestown. Blue Jays did win a state title a couple years ago. I thought it was last year, but Andrew Zimmel made sure to correct me. Fargo North were the champs last year. Bailey Evans hands it off to Armitage. They're going to go with this counter play once again. And Armitage getting to the edge. A nice open field tackle, but it's not going to stop him from getting into the Titan Machinery red zone. And a first down as well. Let's see how many yards they give him on that tote.
Nevada, Ian Felt, one of those in on the stop.
Gain of?
Gain is good enough for a Cowboys first down.
Gotta see. They mark him down at. It's like the 13. So that'll be another 11-yard run.
13-yard line.
Evans motions Erlinson over. They go with the push pass again. Erlinson's got room to run. Cuts it up. Sheds one tackle. Sheds another one. He's down at the 1. David Erlinson. That play is one they knew that they were going to be using a lot this year, and it has not worked as nearly as good this year, except for, tonight it's been, night and day from earlier on in the season. So they really kind of ironed out the kinks on that one. David Erlinson, 3rd catch of the day. He's got 26 yards. Now Cowboys just got 1 yard to go here in the Titan Machinery red zone. Evans hands it off to Armitage, and he gets in for his first touchdown of the game. Paul Armitage had 5 carries on that drive. 3 of them went for over 10 yards, and obviously I'm going to give him credit. He was a fantastic running back on that drive, but the O-line, fantastic showing from them blocking up front. When you're not getting touched till you're well beyond the second level, that's how you know you're doing it. Cowboys getting organized for the point after.
Cowboys are going to try the 2-point.
Looks like they're going to go for 2. Evans along with Armitage and Erlinson. And Evans hands it off to Erlinson, and he goes in for the 2-point conversion. David Erlinson makes it a 28-12 game. Take a very quick break and come back as the Cowboys have added to their lead. Your score, Breckenridge 28, Pine River-Backus 12. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM.
Assisted living. My wife and I knew this day was coming, the day that Mom and Dad would not be able to live on their own anymore. Well, we looked around at other assisted living communities, and nothing, I mean nothing, compared to Twin Town Villa. Everything at Twin Town Villa was a perfect fit for Mom and Dad's needs. Housing, support services, personal assistance, and health care, all under one roof. When I saw the interaction between residents and staff, it made me feel like this is the place where our parents can thrive. Twin Town Villa, close to home in Breckenridge. Call 643-9542 or visit twintownvilla.com.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. Breckenridge has once again made it a 2-score game, 28-12. Is their advantage? And that is their first short yardage TD of the game. Pine River-Backus got a short yardage score, so Breckenridge said that looked kind of fun. Let's do one of our own. Paul Armitage capping off the drive with a 1-yard plunge. David Erlinson with his second scoring rush of the day went in for the 2-point conversion. He also had that touchdown earlier, I'm sure you remember. Trey Vogelbacher once again handling the kicking duties. They break the huddle. I don't know what the confusion was there. But they got it figured out. On this side, we got Benson, along with Gabe Armitage, Caleb Albertson, as well as Gavin Hofford, who was in on that tackle. He's fired up. Trey Vogelbacher was in on that one, too. And another Cowboy that was in on that was on the kickoff team was Tucker Snyder. Oh, I hope I don't get him and Tucker Shocker mixed up. I got a little nervous when I looked at the number. I was like, oh, no, have I been calling him that all game? I don't think so, but my apologies if I end up getting those two mixed up. It's inevitable now. I'll make sure if the Cowboys get another score to shout out the other half of the kickoff team. Had to make sure to at least get the 5 that were on my side. And speaking of shout-outs, after a play or two, I better give the cheerleaders a shout-out. They did a fantastic job. They always make the home environment that much better. And Abraham dropping back the pass, throws it out to the right side. Got a man, Paul Armitage, making the nice tackle over by the sideline, though. Boy, is that how you pursue and tackle. I don't envy the guy who just got tackled there. We got another Tiger injury. And it looks like a gain of 5 or 6. And the Tiger player is trying to... I'm not 100% sure. Thought he was going to be able to, kind of get off the field. When it's right by the sideline, you could have, at that point, just kind of grab him and move him over. But they'll tend to that injury. I shouldn't be joking about injuries. My apologies. But it just kind of looked like he was about to get up and walk off. But they're going to take a quick injury timeout. And it's done. And as promised, got to shout out the cheerleaders: Emily Differding, Madison Villarreal, Paige Schreiber, Ella and Paige Hershey, Janaea Espinoza, Nevea Villarreal, Izzy Running Bear, and Sophia Johnson as well. Great job tonight, ladies. I'm not going to shout out the whole band, though. I'm not getting all those names down. Abraham with a nice run and was looking for a cutback lane, but he'll get the first down. Was looking for a lot more, obviously, but we'll have to settle for that.
That gain is good enough for a Tigers first down.
Call that a gain of about 7 for Abraham. It's kind of the Chance Abraham show here in the second half. This is more of what we thought we'd see in the first half. They were talking about there's a QB that they planned on trying to get 30 carries in the game. It's crazy to think about. Well, he's a running back who plays Wildcat quarterback. Let's get that straight. He's trying to prove me wrong. And we got a handoff to Rule, I believe that was. And he's still rumbling. Looked like he was going to be shy of the first down, but he ended up getting another 5 or 6 yards. That was Brady Rule. Looks like that was a gain of about 13.
First and 10 for the Tigers at the Cowboys 40-yard line.
And apologies for the radio silence here. I'm just trying to get my stats updated here. One man in the backfield along with Abraham, and he's going to run it. There was some chaos in the backfield, but he was able to get by that and then get close to the first down, but there is a flag on the play. This penalty brought to you by State Farm agents man-to-man and Frederick, if you did not know. I might have forgot to tell you that a couple times here early on.
We have a flag on the field.
We'll make up for it. Holding call will back up the Tigers. 2:47 remaining here in the third quarter on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Tigers backed up to the 50 now. We'll have a 1st and 20 from the 50. Tigers expect a healthy dose of Chance Abraham. He's going to run in here on the right side. It looks like he's going to gain about 7 yards. So Pine River-Backus' O-line's kind of starting to find their groove now. So that's something Breckenridge is going to want to kind of nip that in the butt really quick here. Retake control of the trenches. Because Chance Abraham is just getting 5 yards here, 5 yards there, 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. And yes, those were his last 4 carries. Going out of the pistol set. This time they're going to hand it off. And the running back hit that hole hard. Got close to the sticks. And that was Rule again. Oh, I say close to the sticks. I meant close to the, getting it back to 3rd and 10. You guys know what I meant. That's what Kevin Heidemann always says. It's not what I say, it's what I mean. 3rd and 10. Here at the Cowboy 40. Tigers trying to cut into this 28-12 Breckenridge lead. 2 running backs in the backfield along with Abraham. Abraham goes out to the right. And it's picked off! David Erlinson making the grab. Showing off the athleticism. And what do you know? I can't wait to tell him after the game. Pretty great hands for a wrestler. That was a heck of a grab. David Erlinson with the pick. Having a fantastic day. He's got almost 100 yards of offense, a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and now an interception, and probably quite a few tackles on defense as well. So, heck of a game so far from David Erlinson. Cowboys. Got a pair of running backs to the right, or a pair of receivers, I should say. David Erlinson motions in the backfield, actually falls down. Don't see that often. Now they're going to hand it off to him out of the fullback spot. And boy, can he fall forward. Takes one shot, and it looks like there's no way he can keep going forward. Not only that, he'll go forward and he'll hit another dude. 8-yard gain for David Erlinson. And a nice performance so far. He's got 69 yards on the ground on 7 carries, so just a hair under 10 yards a pop. Here as the third quarter winds down. Got 42 seconds remaining. So time for a couple plays. They're going to go Wildcat set. Erlinson hands it off to Armitage. I wasn't 100% sure if he kept it there, but Armitage is going to get a nice gain out of it. Move the sticks with ease. See where they mark him down.
That gain is good for another Cowboys first down.
I want to say gain of 8. Yes, that's what it was for Armitage. Armitage over 100 yards on the day. I got him for about 120. I'll give you an exact number when I got a little bit of a lull in the action. Lawson Oliphant coming in and going to get a carry out of the running back spot. And they run that same play, and he's got room to run. And that play has just been money today. Left side of the line, credit to them. They've just been opening up that hole like it's nobody's business. And that will do it for the third quarter. Get those 4s up, everybody, as we head into the fourth quarter. Breckenridge with a 28-12 lead, looking for their first win of the season here on homecoming night. You are listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
It's time to huddle up when you're hungry. The perfect pre- or post-game destination is the Wilkin. Friends, families, and sports fans have been showing up at the Wilkin for decades to celebrate their favorite teams. Celebrate with delicious food and their favorite beverage. Best place around to watch the Bison, too. So for all of you local sports fans and fans of good flavor, head to the Wilkin and celebrate the Cowboys, Cowgirls, Huskies, and Wildcats. The legendary Wilkin, a tradition of good taste and company since 1894.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wapaton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge pride, inspiring to excel.
And my apologies for that one. I don't like to cut ads short there, but I was getting a Wapaton score update, and I was checking on that, and all of a sudden I look up and ready to rock. So my apologies, everybody. Cowboys operating out of the pistol. Oliphant getting his 3rd carry of the game and a ton of room to run. He bursts outside to the right sideline for a big gain, and then there was a late hit to go along with it. And it looked like that was a 20-yard run plus the penalty, so that's the 2nd personal foul we've seen from Pine River-Backus. Saw the other one when one of their DBs was scrapping with Dawson Weinbar at the end of a play. Makes it 1st and goal from the 6. See what the Cowboys have dialed up for this one. They're going to stick with the theme of let's try to get every guy 1 touchdown. Evans hands it off to Erlinson. Erlinson looking for his 2nd score of the day, and he'll get it. David Erlinson running that one in with ease. 6-yard scoring plunge. He's got 75 yards on the day on 8 carries. Bailey Evans going to try to make it a 35-12 game. And I just cannot say enough about how well the offensive line has looked today. Evans boots it after the Dawson Weinbar hold, and it is good. Your score after the Bailey Evans PAT and the David Erlinson touchdown run. Breckenridge 35, Pine River-Backus 12. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
A 6-yard touchdown from David Erlinson. And then the extra point by Bailey Evans has made it a 35-12 game. Cowboys
Chance Abraham in.
Have 11:32 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Just got to hang on to this 23-point lead, and they'll be picking up not only their first win of the year, which is on homecoming night, but it would also be the first win under new head coach Carson Yagi. So it could be a historic night. They hang on to this lead. Trey Vogelbacher boots it away. I mean, if Pine River-Backus comes back, it could also be a historic night, but for a completely different reason, obviously, as the kickoff team laying the boom here. Looks like Riley Kappas was in on that one. Riley Kappas is going to get some reps on defense while he's at it. Like to kind of ease in some guys who are, the second stringers. You got to get them ready. Another Cowboy out there that we haven't. Oh no, that's misread the number. I was going to say here's one we haven't seen before, and then it's Alan Martinez who's been busting his butt in the trenches all day. I formation from Pine River-Backus. They go with a handoff on the right side, and David Erlinson, one of the men on the tackle. Oh, that's not David Erlinson, actually. My apologies. Looks like that is Gabe Armitage. I think I just saw the 2, and I went with it.
Tackle, gain of about 3. We're going to call it 2nd and 7.
So after that rule run, 3 yards. Sets up 2nd and 7. Breckenridge up 35-12 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. 10:54 remaining in this ball game. Pine River-Backus on their own 33. See what the Tigers have lined up for this play. And they're going to throw it down the left sideline, looking for an open man, and it is broken up. On the coverage was Lawson Oliphant. Oliphant got his first varsity pick last week. It was actually a tip drill. I want to say Aiden Sanchez got the hand on it, and then he hauled it in. I'm pretty sure I said during the broadcast I was going to go back and look for that, and I totally forgot to do that. So, speaking of forgot to do, better update the quarter. My apologies on the live stream for KBMW News Live. We are in the final quarter of the game. I formation. One receiver out to the left, one to the right. Tight end to the left, too. A fumble. It's on the ground. We'll see if Pine River-Backus was able to get on it. Breckenridge says they have it, and they do. Hauled in by number 57, Jackson Bolte. Third turnover of the game for Pine River-Backus. David Erlinson's got an interception here in the second half. Aiden Sanchez had a pick in the first half. And now we got a timeout for an injured player, as the Tigers have been kind of racking up the injuries tonight. Definitely don't like to see that, as we'll take a quick break for this injury timeout. Your score, Breckenridge 35, Pine River-Backus 12. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. The injured player for the Tigers, Andrew Volk, player who actually was playing quarterback. And speaking of quarterbacks, we got a new one in the game for Breckenridge, and rough start as we got a snap at his feet. Trey Vogelbacher.
There was a fumble in the backfield.
Lawson Oliphant was able to get on top of it. Looks like we got the second stringers in there for, well, some of the second stringers in there, not all of them. I saw we still had some starters. We still got some of the O-line starters. I saw Jacob Kunkel still in the game. You know, I like to consider myself someone who's pretty savvy with stats, but who loses the yards on that play? Because I don't like the idea of Lawson making the play where he just dives on it and you have to take 7 rushing yards away from him. Whatever, I'll just pretend that play didn't happen. And they hand it off to Oliphant. He's going to get plenty of those yards back right here if we do have to take him away. It's going to be close to a first down. Let's see. It was on 2nd and 17. Oh, not that close to a first down, I guess. Call that a gain of 12. So it's a 3rd and 5. He's just been cutting through the defense like butter here in the second half. I got him down for 3 carries, and all of them are double-digit yardage. Gabe Armitage in the backfield as well. They hand it off to Oliphant again. And another nice run by the sophomore. Watch out for him in a couple of years.
Brady Rowe on that tackle.
I guess watch out for him right now. He's already starting on the defense and getting some reps on the offense. So he's already arrived. 16-yard run for the sophomore.
13-yard line.
Into the Titan Machinery red zone. 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. Vogelbacher, Gabe Armitage to his right. Lawson Oliphant to his rear. And Oliphant is going to bounce it outside and walk in for the touchdown. It's turned into the Lawson Oliphant show here in the second half. 13-yard touchdown. Nice read there by the running back to cut that outside. I mean, I already got him for 71 yards here in the second half, and he's only got 5 carries. Not too shabby. Makes a 41-12 advantage off that 13-yard score. We'll see if they go for 2. You know, I don't want to roll out all those starters for just kick an extra point here. We'll see. So they're going for 2. And Trey Vogelbacher going to run the QB run and actually slips. Oh, that's a tough break for the junior quarterback. There wasn't anyone near him, but it's going to fall short of the 2-point conversion. And we've got a 41-12 game here with 8:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
Cowboys with a 41-12 advantage here at home on homecoming night. 41-12 is their lead. 8:35 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Trey Vogelbacher getting ready to boot this kickoff away. Making sure he's got all the right guys in the huddle. And all right, time to get the other side of the kickoff team that I missed earlier. We got Riley Kappas, Lawson Oliphant, Aiden Sanchez, Tucker Shockert, as well as Cooper Roberts. So we got the whole kickoff team shouted out, and now they're ready to make a play after the kick return was kind of muffed. And it looks like Shocker was the one making the tackle on that one. Riley Kappas. We're all just waiting for Riley Kappas to do something crazy after his wild performance last week. Came in at the in the closing minutes of the game and almost bust off a 90-yard TD. Got tackled on the 1-yard line and decided to dive into the end zone on the next play for the tutty. But we'll have to wait to see if we're going to see a play from him because we got a timeout taken. We'll take a quick timeout with him. This timeout brought to you by High Camp Construction in Wapaton. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
It only takes one step, twist, or crunch to know something doesn't feel right. Essentia Health's orthopedic and sports medicine team gets you back to doing what you love with commitment, resilience, intention. We're here to keep you moving forward. Visit essentiahealth.org to learn more about orthopedics and sports medicine, like nowhere else.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field here on homecoming night. Cowboys did not want to get their homecoming spoiled, and just got to make sure they don't give up a 29-point lead here with 8:29 remaining. Cowboy fans at home knocking on wood profusely. Hand off tackle, and that gets sniffed out in a hurry, making the tackle here with the backups in the game. So we get to learn some new names here. Number 66 on the tackle, that's Connor Ernst. Keeping the Ernst tradition going with the number 66. Love to see it.
Brings up 2nd and 11 for the Tigers.
Brings up a 2nd and 11 after that TFL. Cowboys looking to get in the win column for the first time, and as I said, it would be the first win of the Carson Yegi era. Thrown down the left sideline and incomplete pass. And as I said, the Ernst tradition of wearing 66, Dallin Ernst, now a member of the MSUM football team, my alma mater. Just my alma mater. I didn't play football there. I wasn't talented enough to play football there. And it looks like they're switching to running clock. Both teams have agreed on.
Brings up 3rd and 11 for the.
So I could be wrong, but I think it's supposed to be a 30 or a 35-point lead before you switch to running clock, unless you agree to do it earlier, which Pine River-Backus trying to get out of here with as few of injuries as they can. As they continue to open up the playbook and throw it, that would have been a good time for one of these Cowboy backups to get their first interception. Over there on the coverage is number 14, Logan Church, junior Cowboy. And Dallin Ernst is not wearing 66 anymore at MSUM. I had to look it up to see if he was still wearing 66. He is 63 now. They got him on the defensive line. Thought they were going to have him on the O-line, but little do I know. And another passing play. And Cooper Roberts got a hand on it, and then it was picked off. Logan Church was just talking about him. He could get a pick 6 on this one. And he does. Wow. Talk about making a big play. Here in the closing minutes of the game, that's going to get the whole team fired up. The only reason I was a little hesitant is someone threw out a blindside block on that play. And I was sure that was going to be coming back, but they were all good. Not too bad of a play. I want to say that was about 30 yards. I can double check that later, but we can call that a 30-yard pick 6. 6:16 remaining. What a play. I was just talking about that. You know, that's kind of funny how that works out. You're like, oh, that would be a good time for one of these subs to step in and get a pick. Logan Church said, I'll do you one better. I'll take it to the house. School song. Can I hear Coach Herder yelling on the sideline right now? Even if he's not yelling, I hear it. 30-yard pick 6. 4th turnover forced to the game. Got to make sure to double check that. Yeah. 4th turnover of the game forced by this Breckenridge defense. What a way to do it. That's awesome. Said, I'm going to start getting some reps in the secondary after that, Coach. Riley Kappa is in to play QB. Cowboys have Cowboy rolling out to the right. Got his first touchdown last week, and he'll get his first two-point conversion this week. Riley Kappa's his two-point conversion run after the Logan Church pick 6 makes it a 49-12 lead for the Cowboys here on homecoming night. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Cowboy Football on P92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
Hi, this is Wade from Breckenridge Senex. Now is a great time to start thinking about protecting your recreational vehicles and equipment. Stock up on Splash RV Antifreeze at any one of our 4 locations, and we would like to thank you for your continued patronage.
Farmers Union Oil. Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. A pick 6 by Logan Church. It's made it a 49-12 game. What a fun night for these Cowboys, you know. Opened up the season against a very tough Pelican Rapids team and lost that one by a couple TDs. And, I mean, showed a lot of promise in that game, but, you know, obviously don't want to lose and have the heartbreaker to Stables Motley. And it's like, oh, can't get worse than that. And then they go to Pillager, and oh boy, it got worse. Pillager was that was a tough one for those boys, and they were looking to bounce back, and boy have they. Impressive showing by the Cowboys tonight here on their homecoming, and gets you very excited about the second half of the season. We're already here at the halfway mark of the regular season, which is incredibly sad to think about, but it's not about the destination. We got to enjoy the journey. Breckenridge Cowboys coming to boot this one away. Running clock, 5 minutes remaining in this ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Vogelbacher kicks a little short one. And they better get on that because Cowboys are flying in there. Oh, they almost recovered that too. Lawson Oliphant went in there like a speeding bullet.
Recovery for the Tigers. First and 10 for the Tigers.
And that was kind of played out perfectly by the kickoff team.
28-yard line.
It's almost another almost an onside kick recovery. Basically a turnover. I don't think it goes down technically as a turnover, but so Pine River-Backus got 4:15 remaining in this ball game on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And you can't say enough good things about how they have played on both sides of the ball. Offensively, running the ball at will, getting just huge pushes up front, getting back to kind of their identity. And then defensively, just playing discipline as they throw it out to the left side. Breckenridge's defense looking to gobble up another pick 6, I'm sure they're thinking. Wonder if they get anything cool for the for a pick 6. I think defensive coordinator Jordan Christensen better throw them a pizza party or something. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure to tell them that after the game. A very deserving group of players for sure, but also the coaching staff too. They kind of wore that loss last week on their shoulders. You could hear with the interview with head coach Carson Yagi. He's putting it all on the coaches, you know, on saying they were kind of throwing a lot at these kids. Got to kind of simplify things, get back to doing what we do. Also, by the way, making a tackle, Tucker Snyder, one of the freshmen, getting some playing time here at the end of the game. Got him listed as a tight end and a linebacker. His dad was a fantastic corner, so I was kind of hoping we'd see him in the secondary, but that's all right. I'll take him as a linebacker. That'll work just as good. Little fullback trap play, and they're going to get a big run for the Tigers. Stepped out of bounds, though. And busting off that big run here for 42, Sean Reyes, freshman on this squad.
That gain is good enough for a Tigers first down.
And we still got 2:10 remaining on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard.
Cowboys 49-yard line.
With all the backups in the game, including Tom Cowitz, who I was told was the homecoming king. So shout out Tom Cowitz. I formation. They're going to go with the fullback trap play again, this time to the left. Makes one man miss, and then two other Cowboys there to gobble him up. Let's see who we got in on that tackle. 72 was one of them. And 72 for the Cowboys is not on the roster. Beautiful. Cowboys improving to 1-3 on the year. And a win that they desperately needed. The gut punches they've had the last couple weeks, you know, it's fun to see it. And once again, we got the running clock. So even though the play went out of bounds and even though there's been incomplete passes, they're going to keep it rolling. Just hit the final minute. Pine River-Backus, their backups trying to make something happen in their last minute of action. 50 seconds remaining. Tucker Snyder over there on the coverage on the incomplete pass.
Fourth and about 1 for the Tigers.
Cowboys. It's fourth down now, so Pine River-Backus, you know, no matter what happens, is going to be the last play most likely. Come up to the line. Tigers. Hand it off. Off tackle on the fullback. Once again, makes a couple guys miss. He's going to drag a defender here. So after that big gain, that will do it. 10 seconds left. Oh, they might actually be huddling up to the line or hurrying up to the line. They want to get one more play in. Good for these Tigers. They go with another fullback handoff. You know, there's some teams where their starting units couldn't get that organized that fast. So credit to these kids who all come in. It's a bunch of freshmen there saying, let's get one more play, guys. Let's just run the same thing if we have to. So 49-12. Your final score, Breckenridge Cowboys get their first win of the season and the first win under their new head coach, Carson Yagi. And we'll tell you more about it. We'll run through the scoring as well as the stats, unofficial stats, in the postgame show brought to you by Miller Realty. You're listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live or YouTube channel.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
When you choose a realtor, you want a solid formula to make buying and selling your home as easy as possible. At Miller Realty, the formula is simple: integrity, trust, and most important, experience. Guy, Shelley, Jared, Lisa, Jamie, and Melissa have put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Otter Tail Power Company would like to remind you about the importance of high school athletics in the lives of children. These extracurricular activities play a role in the education and development of those kids involved and provide a way for them to learn some of life's most important lessons. Lessons that will take them through life with a sense of accomplishment and pride. Otter Tail Power Company would like to salute those athletes, coaches, and fans that make every season one to remember.
And welcome to the Miller Realty Postgame Show. Turner Bluff is here to tell you about the first Cowboy win of the season, 49-12 victory over Pine River-Backus on homecoming night. You know, I think they got the boost from homecoming. You know, that's what they can chalk it up to. Homecoming is not a distraction. It is a cheat code to win a game. Run through the scoring for you. Getting things started was David Erlinson with a 31-yard touchdown run with 3:55 remaining in the opening quarter. Extra point by Bailey Evans was good, making it a 7-0 game. And then the lone touchdown of the opening half for Pine River-Backus, a 72-yard scoring strike, and that was Andrew Volk tossing that one to Logan Temensky. Basically, he had one man to beat, and the Cowboy defender kind of took a bad angle, and he went 72 yards for the score. And then the two-point conversion was no good, making it a 7-6 game. Bailey Evans went in untouched from 26 yards out for a touchdown. They faked the handoff beautifully. You know, they just sold it so well. They'd been killing him in the run game, so they were keying on the running back so hard. And he just, tucked it himself and ran untouched, 26 yards for the score. Extra point was good to make it a 27 game. Or, no, my apologies. Extra point was no good, making it a 13-6 game. Jacob Kunkel got things rolling in the second half. 10-18 remaining in the third quarter. He went 50 yards, had a beautiful little spin on the sideline that shook a couple defenders and went in for the 6. Extra point was good by Evans, making it a 27 game, but Pine River-Backus would answer. 2-yard touchdown by Chance Abraham to make it a 20-12 game after the 2-point conversion was no good, and then it was all Breckenridge the rest of the way. Paul Armitage went in from 1 yard out to wrap up a very nice drive. David Erlinson punched in the 2-point conversion, make it 28-12. Erlinson punched in another score with 11:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. And then the extra point by Evans was good to make it 35-12. Lawson Oliphant went in for his first varsity touchdown. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that now. I'm 99% sure it was his first varsity touchdown, unless he got one last year that I'm forgetting right now. 13-yard score. 2-point conversion was no good to make it a 41-12. And then maybe the most fun of the night, Logan Church picking off a pass, taking it 30 yards to the house. And then a 2-point conversion was good by Riley Kappas, make it a 49-12 game after the Kappas rush. So, that was just the icing on the cake here on homecoming night to make it the 49-12 final result. And running clock was already going, but it was nice to still just throw one more TD on the board for the Cowboys. And the defense getting it just made it all the better. So, fantastic showing from them. Run through the stats for you. Unofficial stats. Make sure to remember that. Make sure to not yell at me too much. Bailey Evans, 6 for 9 through the air, 67 yards. Catching 3 of those each. Cooper Roberts caught 3 for 41 yards, and then David Erlinson caught 3 for 26 yards. Leading the way on the ground was Paul Armitage. I got him for 23 carries and 120 yards. 75 yards on the ground for David Erlinson on 8 carries, but you factor in his rushes as well, or his receptions as well. So he's at 101 yards of offense on the day. Bailey Evans had 3 carries for 25 yards and that touchdown, of course. And then Lawson Oliphant, 6 carries for 69 yards. Then some defensive statistics. I already told you about Logan Church's interception and touchdown, but there were 3 other turnovers forced. Aiden Sanchez and David Erlinson both had interceptions, and then Jackson Bolte had a fumble recovery for the Cowboys as well. So a fantastic fantastic showing by the Breckenridge defense, their best of the season, of course. So that was fun to see them, really clicking on both sides of the ball to cruise to this victory. It wasn't like just like an offense carrying them or a defense carrying them. Both units were locked in tonight. So I'll tell you about my pick for the play of the game as well as the player of the game after this quick break. By the way, the play of the game brought to you by Red River Agency. Player of the game brought to you by Essentia Health. You're listening to the Miller Realty Postgame Show after Breckenridge's first win of the season, 49-12.
No one woke up this morning and thought,
I want to go haggle.
At Quality Toyota, we don't do that. Our bottom line pricing means you get our best price the first time, every time. You'll even have that price before you talk to anyone, because that price is listed online at qualitytoyota.net and in the window of every vehicle. Simple, easy, stress-free. That's the quality difference. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls, qualitytoyota.net. Let's go places.
And welcome back to the Miller Realty Postgame Show here on B92.7 FM and live streaming on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel. So it's this is kind of the tough part of the broadcast as far as narrowing it down because there's so many great plays here. But I got to pick out one for the pick for play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And any other night, it would probably be that Jacob Kunkel touchdown run because that was you don't see those every day when everybody thinks he's going to go out of bounds. He does a little spin, tiptoes the sideline, runs up the sideline for the tutty, and that was fun to see. Any other game, that would probably be my pick. But the pick six in the closing minutes, Logan Church. I don't know how many yards it was. I put it as 30. That was my best guess. I got to make sure to go back and double check that, but. Yeah, 30 wasn't there. Maybe it was 20. But it was still a pick six. How many people can say that they grabbed a pick in late in the fourth quarter or late in the game, fourth quarter, take it to the house, and just a fun way to put the icing on the cake. So that's gonna be my pick for the play of the game, brought to you by Red River Agency in Breckenridge. Logan Church's pick six to seal the deal. Now for player of the game, oh boy, we got so many to choose from right here, and I'm so tempted to just give it to the whole O-line because the O-line made such a jump tonight. That was so fun to see all these guys running. And the guy that I'm kind of leaning toward picking is someone who really capitalized on the O-line, just opening up these holes like crazy. So I hope maybe he cuts up the shirt we give him and gives us part of it to the O-line. I'm just kidding, of course. But we'll get the O-line their due eventually. But tonight we're going to talk about Paul Armitage because this is a game that I think is going to be huge for his confidence going forward. Not that he needed a confidence boost after a fantastic season last year, but just kind of it was tough sledding for him a little bit in the first 3 games of the year. He was having a hard time. He's kind of getting bottled up a lot, getting blown up in the backfield a lot. So I think this is going to be big for him and big for his trust with the O-line as well. When they're opening up holes like that, that's something that they're going to look to build on, try to do that the rest of the season. And big things ahead for this Cowboy team, hopefully. And that's why my pick for the player of the game, brought to you by Essential Health, is junior running back Paul Armitage. And I'm sure he's making plenty of plays on defense too. It's just hard to keep up with all the tackles getting racked up and stuff. It's easy to keep track of the turnovers, but I'm sure he was having a solid day on defense as well. But that will do it. We got our Red River Agency play of the game to Logan Church's pick six. We got the player of the game going to Paul Armitage for a 120-yard performance as well as a touchdown as well. I got to make sure to throw that in there. He had a touchdown, just so you guys know when you make fun of me for picking him. But that will do it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. The first win of the season and the first win of the Carson Yagi era. Very exciting stuff here for Cowboy football 1-3. Moving on to play Parker's Prairie next week. So we'll have that game on the airwaves, of course. And video streaming, hopefully, as well. I video streamed from there last year, so we should be able to swing that again this year, so we shall see. But I actually got to double check. I'm 90% sure that they go to Parker's Prairie, but I just want to be sure. But Parker's Prairie, by the way, is at the top of Section 6A with a 3-0 record, so a bit of a tall order. I don't know how they did so far, but yes, they go to Parker's Prairie, and I'm pretty sure we live streamed there last year, so we'll hopefully be doing that again this year. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and one final time, your final score, 49-12, Breckenridge getting in the win column against Pine River-Backus. You've been listening to Cowboy Football on B92.7 FM and watching on KBMW News Live, our YouTube channel.
Tonight's Breckenridge football broadcast was brought to you by Action Realty, Breckenridge Public Schools, Builders First Source, Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Hike Camp Construction, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, Titan Machinery,
Twin Town Villa, Vision Ford, and the Wilkin Drink and Eatery. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.